brought to you by your Toyota Front Range Toyota dealers, Vic Lombardi and Bill Hanslick. And a far cry from last night's result, wasn't it?
Well, they really have. I mean, I thought from the get-go, even though the Nuggets had turnovers, they shot air ball, they were aggressive defensively when they got back and set up. They were on the ball. Joker showed out on screens. And Phoenix only had 25 in the first quarter. That got the Nuggets the lead. Phoenix had a good second quarter, but it really boiled down to second-half defense. Only 52 gave them the confidence to just roll on some tenacious three-point shooting.
And this time when they got that double-digit lead, they actually added to the lead and held the lead all the way home. All right, our breaks plus stop of the game, that's the defense as a whole. Let's do a little comp here. Last night and tonight. Give up 139 at home last night, $112 tonight. You see the field goal percentage allowed, the difference there, the plus-minus. They did turn it over a few times tonight, but it didn't hurt them quite as badly. I do want to ask you this. Why am I more confident about a Nuggets team that has no rest versus a Nuggets team that had 3 days rest before that San Antonio game?
Well, I also, they had a bunch of rests, whatever. They had 3 days off, 4 days off before they played back-to-back. But I really think this is a team led by Joker that hates to lose. They got embarrassed at home.
Yes.
They got embarrassed. They haven't lost, by the way, Vic, they haven't lost 2 in a row yet this year.
No.
Which is so they're 14-5. But again, the difference, 80 points they gave up to San Antonio in the second half last night. Tonight, only 52.
A near-perfect night from Nikola Jokic shooting the basketball. I mean, the efficiency with which this man plays on the offensive end, you'll never see things like this. This is a rare feat because he does it all the time. He scored 26 points and he only took 7 shots. I mean, think about that for a second. He attempted 7 shots. He made all 7. He missed 1 shot all night, and that was a free throw.
That's almost 4 points per shot. Almost.
I mean, that's ridiculous.
That's absolutely crazy. I mean, Phoenix, again, last night I kept hollering, get Joker the ball. They small. When they got Joker the ball tonight, Phoenix could do little more than foul.
Well, such a size disadvantage.
Yeah, I laughed there a couple times. Colin Gillespie got on Nikola Jokic. You're just too small.
Yeah.
So.
In the first half of this game, Bill, there were moments where the Suns looked like they were going to build a cushion. If not for the man we interviewed after the game, Tim Hardaway Jr., and he was a rescue by himself. He had some big buckets early, finished with 23 points, 7 of 11 from the three-point line. He was feeling it. Kept the Nuggets in the game early.
Yeah, I would say picking up Hardaway is such a great pickup. First, I would say maybe your 82-game season, he's going to outright win 10 of those games for you because he'll get hot like he was tonight. Other games, you won't notice his three-point because they're going to honor him so much, and it's going to open other guys up. So Hardaway was just spectacular.
It's a big reason why the Nuggets bench outscored the Phoenix bench 38-28. Big bench minutes tonight. Brucey B with 10 assists, so he looked good. All of them as the Nuggets win in the Valley. When we come back, we'll hear from Coach Abbott. Adelman is proud and happy after this win. Let's go back to the Valley right now. Coach's comments brought to you by Advent Health.
What did you like most about your team's performance here tonight?
Just the overall effort defensively, flying around, just doing our best to rotate, contest. The zone was effective in the second half, but I really thought it was a consistent effort throughout the night. So awesome team win. A bunch of different people in different segments of the game, had moments. Tim in the first half obviously was unbelievable, the way he shot the ball. Spencer throughout the night, Peyton's defense. You just had so many guys, Bruce with 10 assists, just a lot of guys that just made an impact in a game that we needed on a tough back-to-back.
Can you just talk about Bruce Brown playing the point for you with the second unit and what you thought of that? Or was that like a conscious decision, hey, we're going to try this tonight?
Yeah, I mean, he's been doing it throughout the year. It's basically made, around matchups and who can get the ball up the court. So getting Cam off the ball, getting Jamal off the ball, letting Jonas be a screener, and Bruce taking that responsibility on was a big deal. It allowed our offensive players to start flat on the baseline and be, active cutters, and they became the facilitator. Then Bruce late in the clock made some really nice plays, pocket passes to Jonas, and sprayed other people for threes. So it was that unit was really good in the fourth quarter. I thought they played a really strong 8 minutes, and we had to sub a little bit just to make sure we finished the thing out with some tired bodies.
And again, better, but still 23 points off turnovers.
Yeah.
You cut those down, but in half maybe, and it's really a blowout the whole second half.
Yeah, I know we have to do better with that. I thought their activity was pretty impressive. That's what they've been doing to people, over the last, I think it's 11 games, 12 games now. So yeah, we have to shore up the passing. A lot of it is entry passes. It's trying to get the ball at the elbow or, just off the elbow with some of the ahead or pistol actions. We just have to be stronger, I think, not just as passers, but as guys get themselves open. And if that takes an offensive foul every now and then to show that you're going to be physical to catch the ball, it helps our offense. And to your point, to score 36 and then 130 and have 34 turnovers in those games is crazy. The fact that you didn't shoot the ball 34 times. And then on top of that, some of those were live ball turnovers end up in dunks, which we talked about the other night before the Spurs game. So it's a point of contention for us, something we have to keep getting better at, but I'll take the 36 assists, and we obviously shot the leather off the ball tonight.
You've seen Joker do so many things. Some people might pick up the stat sheet and say, oh, just 26 points. He can get 26. He took 7 shots.
Right.
And he got 26 points. I don't know if I've ever seen a number like that.
Right, and it was good to see him get to the free throw line, which hasn't been a consistent theme. And I'll tell you the other thing on Nikola, 10 assists, but the way they guarded him, fronting to him, bringing a secondary defender over, sometimes a third defender over, that leads to wide open shots. And for us to make 22 threes, there's going to be nights we have to do that. There's going to be nights where you say, get him the ball, but if 3 people are guarding him, that's tough. But somebody else is wide open. And I thought we did a good job tonight moving it, and the 36 assists obviously says that. So sometimes you have to take advantage of what the defensive coverages are. We'll see a lot of that. And it was nice to have some shooting lineups out there. Guys got hot.
You mentioned Spencer also a while ago. Just kind of happy as a coach.
Yeah.
A guy who's a two-way player coming in, you thrust him in the starting lineup, and he slowly just seems to get better and better.
Yeah, and I think the shooting, we talked about this, it's there. I mean, what he shot in the G League says a lot on a lot of attempts. So I just think the more he plays, the more he feels the minutes of having to guard and rebound like he's doing right now, which is his main responsibility. I think the shooting will follow. And I love the 4 offensive rebounds. He crashed the glass like crazy, gave us extra chances. And obviously, like you said, just his comfortability, just shooting the ball, playing with us, and not feeling pressure when the ball finds him and he's open. We trust him to make shots, and he did tonight.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.